Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Armadillos coming in at 6-3, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 7-2.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Austin Armadillos. And the D looking like they may blitz. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Newton now on second down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, it's Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And the play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third down, that's Kennedy. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on second down is Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there. 57 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
No gain, and it's second down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Love. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. To throw on second down is Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Newton on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They fake the give. Newton flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This complete left side to Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now Newton on first down. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, here's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more after this. So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, here's Love. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown! A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 1st and 10, Newton throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carlson. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Carlson. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a
rush coming, and he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st down, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, L.A. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to the air. Luck on second down. And fights through one man. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Throwing on third down, Luck. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is Luck. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off of play action. Luck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Eifert, the man in motion. Now Luck. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. A quick hitter, complete. It's Carlson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now back out comes the offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Luck. Going deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
On first down, it's Newton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball. And that
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And tough starting field position here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Luck on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd and 10, Luck. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions. He's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
On 1st down, Luck going deep downfield for Ross. And it's caught. Touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Again, Luck. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, but it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Newton to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Second and 10, Luck again. Steps away to his left. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out and picked up by the Chargers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
To throw on second down is Luck. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. yards. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chargers getting set to go. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Well, they did it very convincingly, and they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Newton's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game.